Okay everyone, this is my first day in Wellington officially. This is the beginning of my video diary. I've never actually done one before, but just so you know who I'm staying with is Mr. Andy Bain and or is it Mrs. Bain? Miss Bain. No, look, is he?
Hello.
You see? You see? I'll get that. What was that? Oh wait, a Jedi Junior. Yeah.
Yes, don't wear your Darth Vader outfit after I am your lesbian father.
Yeah, exactly. No lesbian Darth Vader in here.
Come on in.
So this is day 3 out in Wellington. As you can see, it's all around the bay. Well, I'll try to get all around the bay. There's the stadium. Up in the back is Miramar, where Peter Jackson resides. And this is where I walked. I got lost all yesterday. We came all around there. And I walked and walked and walked and walked until I got to the town center. I actually went around the stadium. And then I got to the town center and did the most productive day I've ever had. Alright, ciao. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where they shot Whale Rider. The locations, as you see, are the Mariah in the background and parts of the beaches. What I showed over there was actually the canoe and the whales that they use as props in the film. I was actually looking for someone here to speak to. I got recommended to. He's not actually here, but I spoke to his wife and then the dog bit me, which may be a sign, but I hope it's all okay. And drinking and driving, naughty boy. Back in the hotel room, Fred, the person I travel with, wanted to borrow more money, and I told him no, even though he's living in the Prime Minister's house. He should be able to afford a loan or something like that, since I slept in the car for 5 days, 3 days, thanks to him. What else we have to say in review? We got kicked out of the house and neck is burned. And maybe that was because of, I believe was a sign that I was bitten by a dog in the Fangara promo, if you may know that one. And I got the fisheye lens on at the moment. It's quite fascinating actually. On further note, I'm starting to write the script for the film. The documentary is pretty much complete. I only want to see 1 or 2 more people. But then when I came back, because I didn't have the script ready, they told me that they couldn't do the whole feature. And I bumped into them on the street tonight. And one barely spoke to me, and the other one said, we'll see the script, see what happens, and whether they'll have enough time. Who knows, about to find a whole new production company. There won't be enough time for that. So I'm going to have to stay here a bit longer now for the whole wait, so I'll probably be staying until September. No, which means I gotta change my ticket. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my car in New Zealand. This is for the diaries, which I don't do very often. I'm very slack. Now let's start off with dent numero uno. Looks like the dude had quite a whack here and fucked up the CV joint on that side. When we go to the other side, there's just a couple little scratches, not too bad, but then sort of that side panel doesn't look very nice. I think the guy's trying to gaffer tape some stuff up there and it left sticking. We get to dent scratch numero dos, which is not as bad as the front left, but a little scratch nonetheless, and a dent. Got a couple more scratches around there, and a bit of rust. My old friend Rust had problems with on the Rover. Let's take a look inside. Now one thing that beats the Rover on this is that I've got a CD player which I had to get fixed. It cost me 40 bucks. But when we go down here, you can see I can adjust my seat, which Fred loves toying with when we're on the road trip. So that actually makes it go in and out. And here I can actually have control of my mirrors So those are the ones on the side. There, as you see. One of my favorite features is the retract button, because a lot of the time you're caught and stuck on narrow roads where it's really a bit sketchy. And I can also switch between left and right mirror, so when I want to adjust I can either leave it in the middle, nothing happens, or I can go left and right, and yeah, you figure out the rest. As you see, it's automatic drive. That wasn't a necessity, I didn't want it, but it came with the car and the Warner Fitness, so I figured it was all, there's the Warner Fitness. It was all good, and since I'm used to the automatic, it wasn't so bad. Okay, here we have a little feature which I've never really had before, which is called OD, or overdrive. So when you go about the 90, 100 mark, you actually excel quite a bit, and it helps with the gears. It's like sort of shifting up, if you will. Now here is something in Japanese which I didn't know what it meant before, but the guy that fixed my stereo told me, and it's if you want to steal the car, you push that in, and then you can actually shift the gear back to neutral, so you can roll it down. So if you can't actually hotwire a car, at least you can roll it away. Here's another couple other features, sports and norm. I haven't actually toyed with them very much. Don't know, didn't really make that much of a difference, honestly, when I tried it. In that panel in there, you can see that the door is open, which applies for all doors. And here you can see I've got wannabe air conditioning that sort of goes around the car, and you know, that through the sort of the front radiator, which takes up a lot. Here I've got wannabe air conditioning, as I said. Alright, one other feature I forgot to mention was the twin lights at the front. Okay, so if you see that, how they flick up like that. I've never quite had anything like that before, so they look like two little lights. So it's quite funky for a 1990 car, isn't it? Japanese model, baby. They get a lot of these imports. Manual and power, I tried those and they didn't really do very much. You've got your normal sort of opening up the hood and all that bonnet. But one of my favorite features is actually up here, which is you can actually move the sunroof, and I have a sunroof. So you can actually tilt it, or you know, basically put it back if you want. So let me just give you a demonstration of the power of the car. Okay. Now we got some tunes. Just to show you that the sunroof works. It tilts up and down, and it slides all the way back. Wow, look at that sun. Jesus, that's strong. So you see I have a sunroof. Okay, now to the mirrors. Just pop inside real quick. That's the retract button. As you see over there, retract. Once more for the road. There you go. Okay, I think that's it for the car for the time being. I think that's all the gadgets. Also got the slide back and forward and all that, as everybody knows. I bought these mats to have it a little bit nicer and not be so dirty. As you see, it's got some dirt around though, so that's not the best. And the boot is quite big and massive, and it's hatchback. So let's just have one 360 again. The Toyota Celica twin cam, baby. 4-wheel drive, which also I've never had before. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen.